up, guys? This is Johnny from DarkSoulsWalkthrough.com. I've been just playing around on the game for a bit, mostly as a Pyromancer, so I'm going to start a new game and just do a walkthrough as starting as the Pyromancer class and picking the gift Master Key, and then just not really paying much attention to what my character looks like, just making this real quick. And I'm gonna accept, and I would be interested in possibly doing other starting a guide for other classes as well. I know for a sorcerer there's a pretty good weapon you can get early on if you know where to get it. I could make a video showing how to do that if people are interested for that. And I haven't tried really playing through the game as a sorcerer yet, so I might try that and make several more videos for that character if I do that. But right now I'm just going through the tutorial level as a Pyro, and there's these guys in the beginning. You can kill them if you want, or just run by. I don't even think they'll attack you. And they only give you 20 souls when you kill them. And we come in here. There's another guy on the left there, but I'm not gonna bother to kill him. He's just sitting there, not doing me any harm. And there's a bonfire in here. I don't even bother to light it. It's a respawn point though, / save point. If you die, you'll come back to life right there. And then there's a boss in here. He'll jump down once you walk far enough forward. But you're just gonna run out this gate. You can actually beat him there, but I mean it will take a long time because you only do 2 damage. But you get the weapon that he uses if you actually beat him without running away, which is pretty easy to do if you start with fire bombs as your starting gift. But then you don't have the Master Key, which you might want that. But I mean, I'm not planning on getting. I think you need 50 strength to use that item that he has. So I'm not going to try and get that. Just running behind him. So I just picked up my shield and my weapons. It will be different based on whatever starting class you did in that hallway. And then you come over here, you're going to get your healing flask. Or you run up these stairs first and this ball rolls down. I come open this gate and actually test it out later on in the game. That gate is not open when you come back to this area. You have to open it again.
Oh, you think I'm done for?
So I'll just talk to him real fast. Probably be skipping through most talking to.
Regrettably, but there was an old saying: "Thou who art in thine exodus from when thou ringeth them." Well, now you know. Oh, and
so he gives us our Estus flask. So that's nice. Now we have full 5 healing items. And I just dodge his attack and run behind him. Accidentally kicked him there because if you push forward and the attack button, which is R1 at the same time, it does a kick, and you can actually break some guys' guards. That's pretty useful against people that are shielding a lot. So right here, if you have a third starting item to pick up, it'll be right here. So if you have a catalyst or a bow or something, that's what it will be. And I just try using the fire right here. They clip me a little bit, but no big deal. I'm not pro at this game, so I probably will die, but I might edit out some of my deaths just so you guys don't have to see me running back to the same spot again. So once you get in here, you just look down at him, and you fall down, do a falling attack, just attack while you're in the air about to hit him. And actually grab my weapon with both hands before I did that. I think it does more damage. I know it does more damage here now that we're on the ground, because I'm not going to be trying to block his attacks here. You might be able to, but you just want to stay behind him, then he can't hit you. And just hit him a few times and avoid any attacks he does. He does this one where he lifts off and does a body slam. You can just run away and then come back and hit him when he lands. Yeah, he's pretty easy. Just don't stay in front of him and let him keep hitting you. You can snipe him from a distance if you're a spellcaster, but it's easy enough to just melee him there. And after you beat him, you're free to leave this area. I show right here, this is where, we'll come back later. That's where, I don't know what their name is actually in this. Someone said Hot Girl maybe. But it was Snuggly the Crow in Demon's Souls, if you guys played that.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an Undead shall be chosen.
And for some reason it's not letting me skip this part. Sometimes when you start the game it won't let you skip it, but usually it does. I was saying you can trade items with that in that nest over there. You leave an item in the nest, and if they'll trade you something for it, they won't say anything. But if they don't want it, they'll be like, no, not that. Not soft, not warm.
Let me get, but there are what ring?
So now, I was talking to him. He said, just talks about ringing the bells. That's what we got to do now. But before we go to do that, we're gonna pick up a few items. And there's some fire bombs over here. Don't usually use those even after I pick them up, so I don't know why I bother. But there are a few good spots where you can use those. And I decided I'm gonna go this other way. Come up here, there's a guy you can enter a covenant with, and he will teach you some faith spells. But you need a talisman to use, and at least 10 faith to use the talisman, and 12 faith I believe to use the heal spell. Well, I don't think I'll be getting any of those, but the talisman's right over here. Just drop down that elevator shaft. The elevator's not there yet, you have to unlock that later. So it's got a homeward bone, and here's the talisman there. The homeward bone will take you back to the last place you used the bonfire at without losing any of your souls or anything. And there's a cracked red eye orb, you use that to invade players. And here we have Lloyd's Talisman. I'm not even sure what that does. I'm just gonna run down here and pick up some items though, where these skeletons are. You can just run by them. Oh, that red eye orb I picked up too. You can also trade with the in the Hawk's Nest and get an item that heals curse, or 2 of them actually. So that's pretty good. And this white hander. Haven't even used that. And I was just doing this basically to show you there's a winged spear right there. That's a pretty good item early on. You are a thief class too. You can, I think if you just add 1 point of strength, you can start wielding it with 2 hands right away. I mean, wielding it with 1 hand. I think most classes can wield it with 2 hands. But then you don't have a shield, and that's gonna be difficult. There's one more item up here. I'm not sure if I go back. There's another soul back where those skeletons were. I don't think I got it. Oh, looks like I'm going back for it. And if you couldn't guess, I am recording this audio afterwards. Since I wasn't entirely sure what I did. Because I already played like 3 hours into the game, and now I am recording the audio. I can tell you a little bit about what's going to be coming up next. But I'll try not to spoil anything, I guess. Here. Wait, I'm going to use those soul items I picked up and then level up. And as I said, I was going to be pumping vitality and endurance mostly with this character, but I will get enough dex and strength to use a few weapons. You need 12 dex to use a bow, which I'll be getting shortly, so I'm going to just get 12 dex right now. I think I have just enough to get it. Yep. And now, just to wrap up this video, I'm going to show you something. You go down to the left of this guy standing there. And then to these stairs over here and turn right. all the way down here. There'll be an elevator you can take down to the new Londo Ruins, I believe it's called. And I think any starting class should do this in the beginning of the game. You don't have to, but it will make it easier. Just because we're going to get an item that increases our Estus Flask. It'll make it Estus Flask plus 1. So I just jumped off, but there's some stairs if you want to go a longer route. And to do that jump I did, you have to be dashing, and then you let go of the dash button, and then push it again really fast, and you perform the jump. It works pretty good, and you can use it to get to some secret areas. We'll be doing that later on. So right now I'm just doing a suicide run. I'm going to lose these 28 souls. I've came down here maybe 3 times or so and done this suicide run, and I've never been able to get out of here alive. But you can get the item really easily. It's a narrow path though when you're running out here, so be careful. So I pick up the Firekeeper's soul, and then I try running out, and I just fell off. I just can't really run by the guys. If somebody else manages to get back there, let me know. Even when I did it with a character that had twice as much health, I didn't get out. You could try using the transient curse item you get right before that area and using it to attack those guys, but I don't really recommend doing that area right away. So you come here to this lady under here, and that's your Firekeeper, and she upgrades your Estus Flask, and now says Estus Flask plus 1. So when we use it to heal, it will heal us more than it did before. Although we haven't used it yet, really. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this video right here. It's getting kind of long. And then we'll be taking on the next area. Check us back in the next video, guys. See you later.